12th August 2022. Morning Murli. Om Shanti. BapDada. Madhuban. Sweet children, the Father's orders are become soul conscious, become pure, and enable everyone else to become pure. Let your intellect have faith and claim your full inheritance from the Father. Question. At the end, when leaving their bodies, who will cry out in distress? Answer. Those who don't die alive and make full effort and don't claim their full inheritance will cry out in distress at the end. Question. Why is there so much fighting and quarreling and partition etc. at this time? Answer. They have all forgotten their real father and have become orphans. They have forgotten the mother and father from whom they received so much happiness. They say that he is omnipresent, and this is why they continue to fight and quarrel among themselves. Song. Salutations to Shiv. Om Shanti. Who said this? Om Shanti. The soul said it through the physical organ of this body. The soul is imperishable and the body is perishable. The soul sheds a body and takes another. The maximum number of births that a soul takes is 84. This is called the cycle of 84 births. Not everyone takes 84 births. No, people don't know these things. You heard in the song Salutations to Shiv. The highest on high is the Supreme Soul Shiv. He is the resident of the incorporeal world, where all of our souls also reside. Below that is the subtle region. You heard the praise of God, the highest on high. Salutations to Shiv. You are the mother, the father, the friend, and the support. This is his praise. They then say salutations to the deity Brahma. That one is the creator and this one is a creation. Then there is this human world. Only in this human world do you become pure and impure. People are pure in the golden age and impure in the iron age. There used to be deities in Bharat 5000 years ago. All of them were human beings, but they were full of all virtues, 16 celestial degrees full. This is their praise. There is no violence there. They don't indulge in vice there. They are said to be completely viceless. Vicious people sing their praise. You are full of all virtues, whereas we are degraded sinners. They remember God, but no one knows Him, and so they are all orphans. People sing, You are the mother and father, from whom we receive a lot of happiness. Then, when Ravan's kingdom begins, all human beings forget the father and become impure orphans. They continue to fight among themselves. Everywhere you look, there is nothing but fighting and quarreling. There are so many partitions. In heaven, there was just the one kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan. The people of Bharat were the masters of the whole world. Now it is all divided into pieces. That ocean is yours and this one is ours. That land is yours and this is ours. Punjab, UP, Rajasthan, etc. They have all become separated. There is so much fighting even over language because they don't know the mother and father from beyond this world. When Bharat was heaven, none of these things existed. It is now to become heaven again. The Father sits here and explains how this world cycle turns. The unlimited Father tells you, children, you have become so senseless. You see, oh Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. However, you don't even know his biography. The Father is the purifier, the bestower of salvation. You know that those people say that God is omnipresent. How can you receive the inheritance by calling him omnipresent? The Father who can give the inheritance is definitely needed. When you ask children where their physical father is, would they say that he is omnipresent? The unlimited Father is the Creator. All devotees call out to him, O purifier, shivbaba, come and make us impure once pure. Come and make us pure once again, just like the people in heaven were. We are very unhappy. All human beings begin to become impure at the time Ravan's kingdom begins. They continue to stumble from door to door. They believe that God is in everyone. They have idols made of stone and they think that God is in them too. Oh, but how could God be in stone? He resides in the supreme abode. They make so many images, and then, when those images become old, they throw them away. That is the worship of dolls. They say, O Baba, grant us salvation. The bestower of salvation for all is only the one purifier, Shivbaba alone. All human beings have forgotten who God really is, yet everyone remembers him. He is the husband of all husbands and the father of all fathers. The father says, children, now become pure. Your souls have now become impure. Alloy is mixed in you. By alloy being mixed into the real gold, the value of the gold is reduced. So this world is also Tamapradhan. When you were first in the golden age, you were completely voiceless. Then silver alloy was mixed in, and then copper, and then you came into the iron age. Souls continue to become impure. They have now become completely iron age. The same Bharat that was Satapradhan has now become Tamapradhan. Those who existed at the beginning are the ones who definitely have to take 84 births. Christians come later. They cannot take 84 births. At the most, they would take 35 to 40 births. The lifespan of the world is now coming to an end and it will then become new again. There is happiness in the new world and sorrow in the old world, and old building is demolished. Everyone in the old world is unhappy. It is only the Father who makes everyone happy. All the souls in the golden age were happy. All the rest of the souls were in the land of peace. That is called the silence world. There is the silence world and then the subtle world. There are no bodies there. So, how could souls make any sound? Now, all souls are Tamapradhan, and that is why this is called the Iron Age. At first, you were in the Golden Age, and the Father has now come once again to take you to the Golden Age. He changes human beings into deities. In the Golden Age, both men and women remain pure. That is called the kingdom of Ram. It is now the kingdom of Ravan. They continue to use the sword of lust on one another and make one another unhappy. God says, children, lust is a great enemy. It is this that has caused you unhappiness. You children have continued to fall. Now, no degrees remain. The Father has now come to make you 16 celestial degrees full again. Here, you don't have to leave your homes and families as sannyasis do. In order to go to the pure world, you definitely do have to become pure in this last birth. Those who became pure through the Father will become the masters of the pure world. You children have come here to the Father. This is the head office where everyone comes. The Father from beyond this world sees to souls. Children now become soul conscious. Souls also say, yes, Baba, we will definitely obey your orders. We will become pure. This is Srimad. It is by following Srimad that you are to become elevated. You have become corrupt by following the dictates of Ravan. Therefore, the soul says through this body, O Baba, I now belong to you. The Father says, I have to come to grant you all salvation in order to make you into charitable souls from sinful souls. Therefore, you definitely do have to become pure. Only when you first became pure and became Brahma Kumars and Kumaris can you then claim the inheritance of the happiness of heaven from shivbaba. You have come once again to claim your inheritance from the Father. You belong to the deity religion and have taken 84 births. Those deities don't exist now. The deities who became impure will come and became pure. Those who come later, means after the Silver Age, cannot go to heaven. Those of the deity religion who have taken the full 84 births are to become deities once again. Baba says, I come and make you into the deities through Brahma. You cannot become deities without becoming pure. Only those who come and become Brahma Kumars and Kumaris will understand these things. Prajapita means the father of humanity has been remembered. There are the world father and world mother of the human world. How would they have so many children? You are now a mouth-born creation. All of you see, Mama, Baba, how did you become the children? Shivbaba made you belong to him through Brahma. You remember Shivbaba in order to claim your inheritance of heaven from him. Therefore, all Brahma Kumars and Kumaris are brothers and sisters. This is a tactic. Baba says you may live at home with your families, but become as pure as a lotus flower. Demonstrate this. There is no question of leaving your homes and families. Look after your creation. Simply remain pure, and you will become like those deities once again. Establishment of the deity religion definitely has to take place. The father sits here and personally explains to your children. This Madhuban is the head office. So many centers continue to open. Those who became Brahma Kumars and Kumaris in the previous cycle will become Brahmins and then deities, warriors, merchants, and Shudras. You now have to become Brahmins once again. There is the top note of Brahmins. You have to pass through these clans. The father says, you were deities. You have now become Brahmins from Shudras in order to become deities once again. You are becoming pure. It is said a Kumari is one who uplifts 21 generations. All of you are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. There has to be both Kumars and Kumaris. You show everyone the way to constant happiness for 21 generations. Come to a land of happiness. This is a land of sorrow. You now have to remember the Father. The Father says, become pure and constantly remember me alone. Don't remember any bodily beings. The Father sits here and gives your children a lot of happiness. There is so much sorrow now. It is only when people are in sorrow that they remember God. The Father takes you to heaven. So, why would you remember Him there? They say, oh God, oh stick for the blind. However, they don't know anything. They would even go in front of the Lakshmi and Narayan idols and say, you are the mother and father. However, they are the masters of heaven. They cannot be the mother and father of everyone. Krishna was from one kingdom and Radha was from another kingdom, and then they became engaged. Their names changed after their marriage. They became Lakshmi and Narayan, the dual form of Vishnu. At Deepamala, means festival of lights, they invoke Mahalakshmi. That is the form of a couple. You have now come off the pyre of lust and are sitting on the pyre of knowledge. You are true Brahmins. You inspired them to make a promise of purity. The unlimited Father says, become pure, and you will become the masters of the pure world. You can remember Him even while sitting at home. Baba says, all of you have to come home to me. Everyone has to die. This is the same Mahabharat war. There is that war with the Yavanas. There is no war, etc. in the golden age. The father says you have to conquer this Ravan. It is not a question of any other war. The Mahabharat war will also take place and only a few will be saved. Bharat is an imperishable land. All the rest of the lands will be destroyed. The Father will take everyone back home. The Father grants everyone salvation. He takes all souls back home with him. You are now claiming your inheritance from the Father. Sannyasis cannot give this. They are not the creators of heaven. Heaven is now being established. All the human beings of hell will be destroyed. Everyone has to die. So why not claim your inheritance while you are alive? Otherwise, you will cry in distress. People will awaken from the impure sleep of Kumbhakarna at the end. You now have the knowledge of the whole cycle in your intellects. You are worthy of worship and have become worshippers, and you will then become worthy of worship again. There were pure kings and also impure kings. Now there are no kings. It is now government of the people by the people. The world has to go around the cycle again. You have to go to the golden age. Shivbaba says through the mouth of this one, "You are my children." He also says, "Baba, we are your children." You are a mouth-born creation. You are God's family. God speaks, "Remember the one Father." All of our souls will go to the sweet home where Baba resides. Baba will then send us to sweet heaven. There is peace and happiness there. You have come here to claim your inheritance of purity, happiness, and peace. The study is for 21 births. You are not studying for here. This is the land of death. You are becoming immortal by listening to the story of immortality from the Lord of Immortality. Those who come and understand the Father will make a promise of purity. They will then come and claim their inheritance. Many will continue to become Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris. Day by day, centers will continue to open. Shudras will continue to become Brahmins. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, in order to claim your inheritance of heaven from the Father, look after your creation and become as pure as a lotus while living at home with your family. Second point, show everyone the way to become happy for 21 generations. Sit on the pyre of knowledge and change from Shudras to Brahmins and then to deities. Blessing. May you be knowledgeful and finish any feeling of dislike by becoming a master ocean of love. Explanation. The children who are knowledgeful, that is, those who are knowledgeable, are master oceans of love for everyone. They have nothing but love. Nowadays, even more than physical wealth, there is a greater need for love. So become a master ocean of love and uplift those who defame you. Just as the Father has mercy and benevolent feelings for all the children, in the same way, you children who are merciful and oceans of forgiveness, like the Father, cannot have any feelings of dislike for anyone. Slogan: to finish all limitations and adopt an unlimited drishti, means vision, and attitude is the basis of unity. Om Shanti